Good morning. Welcome to Lesson 3. Today we're going to go over the High Priestess. Now keep in mind your card will look just a little bit different than mine does because yours is looking from the front perspective and this deck is a 180. Okay, the High Priestess. When this card comes up often, this is a esoteric person, someone who's touched with the metaphysical gift themselves. They may be a reader, just like you will be, and they may be, just a very, very naturally gifted type personality. The High Priestess element is the moon, and her letter is number 2. These the cards are labeled, often called keys. She would be key 2, the magician. They're keys to unlocking our path of the major influences. As you can see, there are 2 pillars behind her. These are Boaz, which is the black one, represents negativity, and Johnson, which is white, represents positive. Her numerological number is 2, of course. She is in total control, balance, harmony. If you look, she has a cross across her chest. This is a T cross that represents married to God or spiritual. Or one thing to note about the High Priestess, if you look on the deck, is she's holding a scroll that says Tora. The H is missing. That's significant. A lot of times people wouldn't really think it was, but the fact that that H is hidden from view represents that she holds all the knowledge you need. But you gotta pay the pipers, so to speak. You gotta pay your dues. She's not just freely gonna give it to you. And you have to do what you need to do to work for it to earn the knowledge with her. She's very balanced, harmonious energy all around her. The pomegranates are fertility. I don't know how many of you know much about Greek mythology. I believe it is Persephone, if I remember right. Her mother was the mother of winter, and Hades kidnapped her and took her to the afterworld, and she ate 6 pomegranate seeds, and so they were what entrapped her down there for 6 months of the year, and thus winter, according to the Greeks, anyway. The dualism in the pillars represents balance and harmony, meaning one is black and one is white. She stands in the middle. She's neither good nor bad. She doesn't really have an opinion either way. This can be the perfect woman when this comes up and you're doing a man's reading or finding the perfect mate in general. Very knowledgeable and wise. Let's see. She's very passive. I mean, she gets what she wants without having to go and chase after it. Now, if you look on her head, you see 2 crescents and a full moon. I don't know if you can see it there. She's backwards, but that is represent complete life force and the cycles of changes. Let's see. Oh yeah, the pillars are pillars of Solomon. The B is Boaz, and which represents the negative life force, and J is Johnson, which is positive. But now there's some people that think that these could represent biblical knowledge and cosmic knowledge, and however, personally, to me, I just see it as a dualism and finding balance between the two. Let's see. Now, the interesting thing, if you look real close at the pillars, those little leaves are floral things. Those are palm trees. And there's something that is representing, it's telling you this is the Temple of Solomon. This is, her knowledge goes back through time. And she is willing to share it with you, but she's only going to give you what you need. She's not going to give you everything. And you have to work to get everything. She is a gateway. Now, this can represent one's secret self because of the hidden information. What else would I like to go over with this card? The High Priestess, if she comes up, you can tell the person's a reader or they have met their perfect mate. At the bottom of her dress, you see a little moon, and that moon, is a crescent moon. This could represent Diana. Let's see. This is a card showing wisdom, learning, intuition, purity. This can be somebody who's a teacher who has a lot of knowledge, although they may sometimes lack a little patience with that. They're very creative. However, this is someone who harbors some secrets, either of the past or the present. Someone who is still growing, still learning, and still developing. Um, if someone is asking about work and they pull this card, there's somebody who's kind of running behind the scenes, and that really ought to be paid attention to. This can be good or bad. This could be somebody who's seeking to cause some chaos, or it could be somebody who's adding a positive influence to the situation without really wanting to be known. Now, the High Priestess has rules. She's very, very strict, and when this appears, always trust your instincts, your intuition, and let it guide you. This can be a very positive change for you, but you have to look inside. Now, if this is in the reverse position, suddenly Miss High Priestess has fallen off her throne. And this could be somebody who is not trustworthy, is overly chaste, someone who has false gifts. This would be somebody who's so spiritually focused that they forget their humanity. They don't listen to their intuition, and as of such, they are unable to really have the best path to destiny, and they're keeping secrets. It could also represent unknown obstacles, opponents, unknown situations to be unveiled. And, if this is a relationship reading, they're no longer the perfect person, although they might sure seem like it at the time. This could be a selfish, fickle, vain, overly strict, and perfectionistically over-organized, manipulative person. So in the reverse position, she's really not as good. Now tomorrow, or Monday actually, we will have the next lesson, which will go over the Empress. I look forward to seeing you then. God bless you.